Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, we extend a warm welcome to all. We are assembled here to witness the 16th annual Convocation proceedings of our university. As you are aware, the erstwhile National Institute for Advanced Legal Studies, NIALS, was established in 2002 as a center of excellence for higher learning in law. With the invaluable contribution of all stakeholders and the consistent efforts of the authorities in particular, NIALS was able to transform into a university with the Kerala legislature enacting the National University of Advanced Legal Studies Act in 2005. The eighth in the series of national law schools, NIALS aims to impart instruction with the most current pedagogy and to encourage and enhance quality legal research. The 16th batch of BA LLB Honours graduates admitted in 2017 and the LLM graduates of the one-year LLM program admitted in 2021 are being awarded the degrees at this convocation. 6 candidates are also awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Law today.
As part of the convocation, the Executive Council of the University, which met at 9:45 a.m. this morning, has supplicated grace on 134 candidates who were declared by the Board of Examiners to be qualified for their respective degrees. The proceedings of the convocation commences with the procession. The audience are requested to rise when the procession enters the convocation hall and remain standing until the dignitaries take their seats after the national anthem.
We request Professor Dr. K.C. Sunny, Vice Chancellor, to deliver the welcome address.
Chief guest of the occasion, Honorable Ms. Justice Indira Banerjee, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Chancellor of NUAS and Honorable Chief Justice of Kerala, Justice Manikumar, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Honorable Minister for Higher Education, Government of Kerala, Dr. R. Bindu, Justice Anil Narendran, Honorable Advocate General of Kerala, Sri Gopalakrishna Kurup, other distinguished members of Executive Council, Academic Council, General Council, other distinguished persons and guests, dear parents, students and teachers. I am extremely happy in welcoming all of you to the most important occasion of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, known as NUALS, the 16th Annual Convocation. Today is the culmination of concerted efforts of 69 BA LLB students, 59 LLM students, and 6 PhD scholars who are the recipients of degrees of BA LLB Honours, LLM, and PhD. This institution, established by the Bar Council of Kerala in 2002, was transformed into a full-fledged university by an act of the Kerala legislature as an institution of excellence in legal education and research. In the previous year, NUALS has been ranked as one of the best institutions of legal education by the leading ranking agencies. Fortunately, NUALS have dedicated faculty, statutory officers, and administrative staff. The management of the university is vested mainly in 3 authorities: the Executive Council, General Council, and Academic Council. These authorities consist of distinguished and eminent personalities from judiciary, executive, legislature, and academia. The Chief Justice of India or his nominee is the visitor to NUALS. Presently, Honorable Mr. Justice K.M. Joseph, Judge, Supreme Court of India, is the visitor to NUALS. The Chief Justice of Kerala, Honorable Mr. Justice S. Manikumar, is the Chancellor of NUALS. Dr. R. Bindu, the Honorable Minister for Higher Education Kerala, is the Pro-Chancellor of NUALS. I am grateful to the support given by the visitor, the Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, and members of the Executive Council, General Council, and Academic Council. NUALS has been blessed with generous endowments instituted by several well-wishers. The endowments are in the names of Advocate General C.K. Shivashankara Panikar, Justice V.R. Krishnaiyer, Advocate T.R. Ramanpilla, NUALS Parent Teachers Association, Barrister M.K. Nambiyar, and Nani A. Parkiwal. The campus of the university is situated in 10-acre plot. The ambience at NUALS is apparent. We have an amenity center where we have the facilities for gym, table tennis, and indoor games, besides facilities provided for football, cricket, basketball, volleyball, and boxing. As the part of converting the campus as green campus, planting of trees, green carpeting, rain harvesting, establishment of vegetable and fruit tree gardens have been done in the current year. Establishment of Eco Club is an important development in the current year. The members of the Eco Club started vegetable plantation in air-prone pots with the objective to make self-sufficiency in vegetables for the use in the hostel mess. Now, NUALS is fully powered by solar energy and we are producing 275 kilowatt, though the demand of the campus is only 220 kilowatt. So, we are producing 55 kilowatts excess, which is given to the grid. The entire campus, including hostels, are Wi-Fi enabled with the VPN facility. We have an auditorium, an open-air theatre, 2 air-conditioned smart classrooms, and 1 moot court hall with the facility for video conferencing, an air-conditioned conference room for skill development exercises, and 10 smart classrooms with the state-of-art technology. In the current year, 10 classrooms have been converted into fully air-conditioned classroom with the modern equipments. In addition, an education theatre which has the seating capacity for 72 packs has been established with a total expenditure of rupees 55 lakhs, and 5 fully furnished air-conditioned discussion rooms have been set up at the cost of at a total expenditure of rupees 20 lakhs from the plan fund provided by the government of Kerala. In this year, the development of physical infrastructure valuing more than 1.5 crores is being done with the financial assistance of government of Kerala. An international center of excellence in law in the name of Senior Advocate M.K. Damodaran, former Advocate General of Kerala, have been formally inaugurated by the Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala, Sri Pinarayi Vijayan. The center is aimed at ensuring that lawyers, teachers, students, government officials, social workers, and elected representatives of people are trained and sensitized to support the cause of the needy, and the same is intended to be achieved not just by short-term courses and undertaking of research projects, but by offering skill acquisition programs, development of ICC-based learning materials, socio-legal surveys, research publications, and assisting the government in policy formulations. The establishment of a documentation center, permanent legal aid clinic, international research collaborations, including students and faculty exchange, would further promote the objectives of the center. As part of organizational structure for the functioning of M.K. Damodaran Center, a governing council with Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala as chairman, an administrative committee, and academic board were constituted. In the current year, under the aegis of Newell's MKD Center, 2 international special programs for attorneys, 6 training programs for lawyers, law students, and school students were organized, 5 research projects are completed, and 5 books are published. A total expenditure of an amount of rupees 1 crore 11 lakh and 50,000 has been spent for these programs. The university is moving ahead with the target of becoming a world-class university by 2030. The current year, the innovative programs of Newell's have acquired new horizons. As the part of implementation of skill-based learning, all students of third year submitted the report of empirical studies, conducted them as 12 groups. As part of gamification of LLB curriculum, which is the unique feature of Newell's, internal law learning game design competition was conducted, and 5 innovative games for teaching the law have been developed by the students of Newell's. An All India Law Learning Game Design competition was also announced. Several training programs have been completed by finishing school. For strengthening the mentoring program, in addition to teacher mentor, professional mentors have been allotted to the third year students on the basis of their career plan, whether to become litigation lawyer, corporate lawyer, teacher, researcher, etc., judicial officer, etc. In the innovative program of certificate course with the foreign faculty was organized this year also. The course was offered by Professor Sere Yudigo, who was present in the campus in the month of January. He is from University of Aberdeen, United Kingdom. The UGC Jeevan Kaushal program continued, and the handbook on Jeevan Kaushal for BA LLB Honors Degree program was published for the purpose of effective implementation. At present, Newell's library has good collection of books, e-books, journals, and online collections. New aesthetic bookshelves have been purchased to organize and stock the books more accessible and with ease to the students. At present, faculty of Newell's comprises of 12 permanent, 2 tenure track, 1 contract, and 15 guest bar visiting faculty. In addition, there are 9 adjunct professors from judiciary, 9 professors and associate professors from legal profession. We have 3 professors from USA, 1 professor from UK, and 1 professor from Europe as visiting faculty. The admission to undergraduate and master's program are made through All India Test, the CLAT. The current year, 2 master's programs in law have been started. The 3-year executive LLM program is meant for legal professionals having minimum 5 years of experience. 35 seats are reserved for judicial officers, 35% of seats for practicing advocates, 20% seats for law officers in public sector, and 10% for law officers in private sector. The 5-year integrated LLM program started in the current year attracts brilliant law students. During the period of 2-year LLM studies, rupees 20,000 per month, and for 3-year PhD period as continuation of it, an additional contingent grant of 30,000 per year have been paying to the students for the program. All these programs are financed by the Government of Kerala. In the current year, NIALS has published 17 books on divergent legal areas and issues. Also, NIALS has completed and submitted report of 5 research projects. We have conducted 29 seminars, 6 judges from various high courts, 7 vice chancellors, 41 eminent academicians acted as resource persons for the various programs. In the current year, 1 postdoctoral fellow and 6 research scholars joined for research. We are highly obliged to Government of Kerala for providing financial assistance to the research fellows. We have a students' council which is coordinated by a faculty member. In co-curricular activities also, the students are very active and they have won laurels in cultural competition. NIALS secured top positions in the global rounds of International Criminal Court Moot Court competition, Oxford Prize Media Moot, and 10 other prestigious national moot court competitions. NIALS Law Journal, a peer-reviewed publication of Students' Council, is brought out annually. Further, we have Environment, Law and Society Journal and NIALS Intellectual Property Law Review. The entire NIALS family is highly blessed with the august presence of Honorable Ms. Justice Indira Banerjee, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, as our chief guest. Honorable Justice pursued her higher education at Presidency College, Calcutta and Department of Law, University of Calcutta. Honorable Justice was appointed as a permanent Judge of Calcutta High Court and then moved up to Delhi High Court and became the Chief Justice of Madras High Court in 2017. And on 7th August 2018, she assumed the charge of Judge of Supreme Court of India. During the tenure in Supreme Court, Honorable Justice Ms. Banerjee has made substantial contributions to the development of law in the areas of rent control, anticipatory bail, narcotics, and presidential values. NIALS is extremely fortunate to have Chief Justice of Kerala High Court, Honorable Justice S. Manikumar, as our Chancellor. His Lordship enrolled with the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu on 23rd 11/1983 and started practice in Madras High Court and Central Administrative Tribunal on service matters. His Lordship practiced under the guidelines of his father, Sri K. Samidure. As additional government leader, his Lordship represented various government departments and was the panel of Council for International Airport Authority of India, BSNL, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, etc., etc. Had the opportunity to serve as Senior Central Government Counsel for Government of Kerala. He was sworn in as Chief Justice of the High Court of Kerala on 11th October 2019. And one peculiarity of the NIALS is that we have conducted convocation even during the period of pandemic. NIALS is the only institution which conducted the convocation. That is because of the kindness on the part of our Chancellor, the Honorable Chief Justice of India. We are blessed with the presence of our Chancellor, Dr. R. Bindu, Minister for Higher Education, Government of Kerala. Honorable Minister has PhD in English Language and Literature and rich experience as the faculty member and principal of a first-grade college. She was active in public life and community service. For last 4 decades, she was the mayor of Corporation of Thrissur. I take this opportunity to welcome Honorable Chief Justice Ms. Indira Banerjee, Honorable Chancellor, Chief Justice of Kerala, Manikumar, and Honorable Pro-Chancellor and Minister of Higher Education Kerala, Dr. R. Bindu. To conclude, let me place on record my deep sense of gratitude to esteemed members of the Executive Council, General Council and Academic Council, to the faculty, the registrar, other members of administrative staff who have been a source of strength for day-to-day activities of New Year's. Not forgetting the parents and students who are so precious in bringing light to New Year's. Finally, I place on record the gratitude on my behalf and on behalf of University to Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala, Sri Pinarayi Vijayan, for the unstinted support extended to us in the manner of settlement of long-term liability of term loans available from Kerala Bank for setting up the university's initial infrastructure. It is only because of his personal and timely intervention that this was possible. New York will always remain obliged to this great gesture. Today, 133 students are receiving degree certificate. I am sure that you are well-trained human power in terms of knowledge, skills and values. Now, New York has acquired the position of one of the top 10 law universities in India through strengthening our physical infrastructure, digital infrastructure, intellectual infrastructure and emotional infrastructure. Our target is to be the top 10 law schools in Asia Pacific within 5 years and to be one of the best law schools of the world, best 10 law schools of the world within 10 years. Being the part of the intellectual infrastructure and emotional infrastructure, your constant support is required for achieving this end. In spite of hostile atmosphere generated as the result of pandemic COVID-19, you have achieved your target and proved that your adversary quotient, which is the capacity to convert obstacles as opportunities, is very high. Out of the 69 LLB students graduating, 40 students got placed. 40 students out of 69 LLB students graduating, 40 students got 40 placed, and 18 students have opted for higher education, hoping that remaining 5 will join in legal profession, and at least 50% of the students who opted for higher education will also join in legal profession after completing their higher education. I wish all success in our life. Several distinguished persons are present among the audience. Honorable Mr. Justice K.S. Radhakrishnan, son of late Shivashankara Panikar Sir is present here. Former Vice Chancellor of New York, N.K. Jayakumar Sir is present here. Honorable Judge of the Kerala High Court, Mr. Devi is present. Justice Devi is present here. Other distinguished persons are here. Parents are here. Students are here. Research scholars are here. Administrative staff of the universities are here. Other well-wishers are here. I extend a hearty welcome to all those who are present here. Thank you. I request the Honorable Chancellor to kindly declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
May I request the Honorable Chancellor to start the proceedings for the award of the degree.
Let the candidates for the degree rise. Do you promise that you will faithfully and carefully fulfill the duties of the profession for which you have qualified yourselves, that you will on all occasions maintain the purity and reputation, that you will never deviate from the straight path of this honorable exercise by making your knowledge subservient to unworthy ends? Please be seated.
Dr. Balakrishnan K., Chairperson, Board of Studies UG, will present the candidates for admission to the BA LLB Honours degree by the Honourable Chancellor. Sir, please.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Laws Honours. They have been found qualified for the BA LLB Honours degree, to which I pray they may be admitted.
Candidates making the degree of BA LLB Honours in person will please stand forward. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Kochi, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Laws Honours in this university.
The Chairman, Board of Studies UG, will now read out the names of the candidates receiving the BA LLB Honours degree in person. The candidates, as their names are called, may please proceed to receive the degree.
Ajay Suresh. Albert Patali. Althea Melinda Correa. Ambadi Dinesh LK. Anagha Haridas. Anu Swaraj VS. Arunima G. Anand. Aryan Khan TN. Ashwin Kumar D. Chintagunta Harshit. Darshana RS. Darshini S. Divya S. Gopika Krishnan. Isaac Alexander. Izar Muhammad. Jan Shiva YS. Gino Jos Kuriakos. Kailas Hari. MS Insaf Muhammad. Malavika Amratakumar. Malavika Menon. Nargis Bashir. Nina Teresa Verghese. Neetu Krishnakumar. Padmavati Prasad. Pratyush Gautam. Rose Ann Joseph. Ross Denny. Saramsh MS. Sarah Susan Gigi. Sean S. George. Sri Lakshmi K.M. Shreyas T. Manoj. Suhan S. Vallari Dronam Raju. Vismay G.R.N. Murali Krishnan R.B. Naveen Kumar L.R. Animesh Pandey. Asia B.S. John Paul Alex. Amrit M.J. Akhil Sadish. Devaram Himamant Reddy. Aishwarya R. Hormus. Megha Binoy. To join them, we have Karan Jafar. Alicia Sharif.
The chairperson, Board of Studies UG, would now read out the names of the candidates receiving the BA LLB Honours degree in absentia for admission by the Honourable Chancellor.
Honourable Chancellor, the candidates receiving it in absentia would be Anmol Srivastav, Ashley George, Ashna D, Jatin Jols Pali, Jumana Bashir, Kalluri Siddharth Reddy, Kavya Prajat, Muhammad MP, Niranjan MS, R. Anantesh, Shivaprasad RK, Shivaram Sajat, Srividya K. Iyer, Anju Walsan, Anne Rose Jojo, Aparna Shivaram, Basil Saman N, Jitesh V, Manu Shekhar Sharma, and Tanushri Damodaran.
I admit them to the BA LLB Honours degree in absentia.
Professor Dr. Minnie S., Chairperson, Board of Studies PG, will present the candidates for admission to the LLM degree by the Honorable Chancellor. Ma'am, please.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Laws. They may be found qualified for the LLM degree, to which I pray they may be admitted.
Candidates taking the degree of Master of Laws LLM in person will please stand forward. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Kochi, I admit you to the degree of Master of Laws LLM in this university.
We request the Chairperson, Board of Studies PG, to read out the names of the candidates receiving the LLM degree in person. The candidates, as their names are called, may please proceed to receive the award in degree.
Gopika Nambiar, Navya Benny, Navya Benny, Parvati M. Pai, Tasim A, Rima M, Anfinia Pereira, Achut M. Nair, Rani Madhu, Anuja S.G., Aban Philip, Susmita Srivastava, Meenakshi S., Gauri Mimbat, Sri Karthik K., Telmi Jolly, Pavitra Rajesh, Parvati Girish, Shijoy John Matthew, Pradesh Babu C., Ajay David Abraham, Sheetal Velayuthan P, Suvarna AP, Gayatri US, Diya Dilip, Aisha Sana CK, John Vidayathil, Siddharth R. Warrior, Sabnam Sedalavi, Harikrishnan S, Swati S.A., Ansi Varghese, Neelima K. Manoj, Haira, Arjun Babu TP, PR Arkanandini, Adam Samin Sheikh, Abhijit PS, Aparna Suresh, Akshaya RS, Ellen Mary Rodriguez, from 2020 batch, Joe Storm, from 2017 batch, Dhanish KP, from 2016 batch, Aravind J.
The chairperson, Board of Studies PG, would now read out the names of the candidates receiving the LLM degree in absentia for admission by the Honorable Chancellor.
Abhilash J. Kumar, Bharati Sharma, Unnati Singh, Sakshi Shukla, Pulkit Khandeval, Ashwati Roy. From 2020 batch, Kuldeep Verma, Agansha Maurya, and Isha.
I admit them to the degree of Master of Laws LLM in absentia.
The chairperson, Board of Studies PG, will present the candidates for admission to the PhD degree by the Honorable Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. They have been found qualified for the PhD degree, to which I pray they may be admitted.
The candidates taking the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD in person, will please stand forward. Are there only 3 or 4? Okay. By virtue of the authority vested in me, as the Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Kochi, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD in this university.
We request the Chairperson, Board of Studies PG, to read out the names of the candidates receiving the PhD degree in person. The candidates, as their names are called, may please proceed to receive the degree.
Priya R. Malavika J. Ajoy PB. Sarida Mangail. Satyamurthy LS.
Thank you, Madam. It is now time for the award of medals. First, the C.K. Shivashankar Panikkar Memorial Endowment Gold Medal for the first rank holder of the BA LLB Honours degree. Late C.K. Shivashankar Panikkar was the Advocate General and the Chairman, Bar Council of Kerala. A doyen among the lawyers, he had also served in the capacity of the President of the Kerala High Court Bar Association. In that capacity, he was instrumental in the conception of the Advocates Welfare Fund scheme. Loved and respected by all, he was associated with several social and cultural organizations. He has also authored several books related to law and literature. He was an inspiration for the budding lawyers. We are happy to announce the award of C.K. Shivashankar Panikkar Medal instituted in his memory by the members of his family and well-wishers. The award is for the first rank holder of the BA LLB Honours degree. The Chairperson, Board of Studies UG, will announce the name of the recipient. We request Honorable Mr. Justice K.S. Radhakrishnan, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, son of late C.K. Shivashankar Panikkar, to kindly hand over the medal to our Chief Guest, Honorable Ms. Justice Indira Banerjee, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, who will award it to the candidate.
The C.K. Shivashankara Panikkar Memorial Endowment Gold Medal 2022 goes to Ms. Ashna D.
In Ashna's absence, her mother will be collecting the award.
Thank you, Madam. Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer Memorial Endowment Gold Medal is instituted by the Sharada Krishna Sadgamaya Foundation for Law and Justice. It is awarded to the student with the highest credits in constitutional law. As you all are aware, Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer has contributed immensely to the growth of jurisprudence and the rule of law in the country. A brilliant and eminent lawyer, the first Home Minister of the state of Kerala, member of the Law Commission, judge at the Kerala High Court and the Supreme Court, Justice Iyer lives high in the hearts of many. The downtrodden, the poor, the labourers, the peasant, the socially displaced and deprived, besides the vast community of jurists, lawyers and other intellectuals. He was closely associated with NUALS from its very inception. Justice Iyer has donated valuable books to the NUALS library, enabling us to open a V.R. Krishna Iyer corner. We are happy to announce the Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer Memorial Endowment Gold Medal to the student with the highest credits in constitutional law of BA LLB Honours Degree Examination. The Chairperson, Board of Studies UG, will announce the name of the recipient. We request Advocate Sananth Ramakrishnan, representative of the Sharada Krishna Sadgamaya Foundation for Law and Justice, to kindly hand over the medal to our chief guest, who will award it to the candidate.
Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer Memorial Endowment Gold Medal 2022 goes to Mr. Animesh Pandey.
Thank you, ma'am. Next is the T.R. Raman Pillai Memorial Endowment Gold Medal instituted in memory of late Shri T.R. Raman Pillai, Senior Advocate, by the members of his family. It is awarded to the student who secures the highest marks for the subjects in criminal law in the BA LLB Honours Degree Examination. Shri T.R. Raman Pillai started his practice at the Subcourt Vaikam in 1950. He was appointed as additional government pleader and public prosecutor in the year 1961 and later was appointed as a district government pleader. Sri Raman Pillai has appeared for the defense in many sensational murder cases. He was also appointed as a special prosecutor by the Forest Department to the Kanandevan Hills acquisition case. The Chairperson, Board of Studies UG, will announce the name of the recipient. We request our Chief Guest to kindly award the medal to the candidate.
T.R. Raman Pillai Memorial Endowment Gold Medal 2022 goes to Ms. Ashna D.
Thank you, ma'am. The NUALS Parent-Teacher Association Gold Medal is awarded to the students who have secured the second rank for BA LLB Honours Degree Examination. The award consists of a gold medal and a certificate. The Chairperson, Board of Studies UG, will announce the name of the recipient. We request Shri Jacob Kurian, President, Parent-Teacher Association, to kindly hand over the medal to our Chief Guest, who will award it to the candidate.
The Parent Teacher Association Gold Medal 2022 goes to Miss Nina Teresa Vargas.
Thank you, Madam. The M.K. Nambiar Endowment Gold Medal in Public Law is awarded to the student who has secured the highest marks in Constitutional Law and Administrative Law in BA LLB Honours Degree Examination. The M.K. Nambiar Endowment has been instituted by Sri K.K. Venugopal, former Attorney General of India, in the name of his illustrious father, Barrister M.K. Nambiar, with a corpus of Rs 50 lakhs. Sri M.K. Nambiar came to Madras and set up practice in the Madras High Court in 1947. He was associated with several leading constitutional cases. Notable cases which he argued in which important principles of constitutional jurisprudence were laid down include the A.K. Gopalan case, the Kerala Agrarian Reforms case, Kerala Education Bill case, the Privy Purse case, the Golaknath case, bank nationalization case, etc. His arguments were always helpful to the court in interpreting important constitutional provisions, particularly in respect of fundamental rights. A renowned lawyer and a person known for his affable temperament, Sri Nambiar has authored several articles on constitutional law. The Chairman, Board of Studies UG, will announce the name of the recipient. We request our Chief Guest to kindly award the medal to the candidate.
M.K. Nambiar Endowment Gold Medal in Public Law 2022 is for this year jointly claimed by Ms. Ashna D. and Mr. Animesh Pandey.
Thank you, ma'am. Justice H.R. Khanna once said, "If a count were to be made of the top 10 lawyers of the world, I have no doubt that Mr. Palkhiwala's name would find a prominent place therein." There have been occasions when his advocacy reached great heights, and long after we've heard him, we find his words echoing in our memory and leaving a trail of present remembrance. One of India's eminent jurists, philanthropists, and legal scholars, Palkhiwala stood out for his ethical values and humility. It is a matter of great pride and honor for Nuals that Nani Palkhiwala Foundation has instituted in his honor the Nani A. Palkhiwala Gold Medal for the first rank holder in the LLM degree examination. The Chairperson, Board of Studies PG, will announce the name of the recipient. Since the medal is yet to be received from the foundation, we may hand over the same to the recipient on a later date. We request our chief guest to kindly hand over the medal certificate to the candidate.
Nani A. Palkhiwala Memorial Gold Medal 2022 goes to Ms. Navya Benny.
Thank you, ma'am. A leader is one who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. Today, we have amidst us Dr. R. Bindu, Honorable Minister for Higher Education and Pro-Chancellor, Nuals.
She is the former mayor of the Thrissur Municipal Corporation, Kerala. Dr. Bindu was the vice principal and head of the English department at Sri Kerala Varma College, Thrissur. Besides being a politician, Dr. R. Bindu is a dedicated teacher, an approachable and empathetic leader. Respected Pro-Chancellor Dr. R. Bindu, Honorable Minister for Higher Education, may we have the honor to request you, ma'am, to deliver the special address.
Respected Chairman, Honorable Mr. Justice S. Manikumar, Chief Justice of Kerala and Chancellor of NUALS, respected Chief Guest, Honorable Ms. Justice Indira Banerjee, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Dr. K.C. Sunny, Honorable Vice Chancellor, dignitaries on and of the dais, faculty and students of the university, and dear friends. At the very outset, I take this opportunity to congratulate the newly vested law graduates ready to embark on a noble profession and a socially responsible career. And special congratulations to the winners of gold medals for their meritorious achievement. I wish a bright future for all of you, and I offer my best wishes to the whole student community of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies. As I stand here on the occasion of the Convocation of students of law who have newly graduated, I know I am standing before the future jurisprudence. The new graduates have been trained by one of the premier law institutes in the country, and their skills honed by an excellent and highly skilled faculty. As these new graduates are inducted into the service of law, let us hope that a new era of professionalism in the pursuit of justice and truth will follow, because the ultimate end of law is the discovery of truth and the establishment of justice. Mahatma Gandhi once wrote, I quote, "An unjust law is in itself an act of violence." Gandhiji was justifying his non-violent mode of civil disobedience, his acts of breaking the law to show that the laws were unjust. In a modern state, democratic society envisages and purports to ensure the unfettered flowering forth of individual talent and the attainment of its full potential in an atmosphere of freedom and social justice. It is the duty of all the three pillars of society, the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive, to act as complementary forces that enable the society in this endeavor. Any attempt on the part of any of these pillars to dominate the scene is gratuitous, just as absolute independence of these is impossible. We should instead work towards an interdependent and mutually beneficial model of coexistence that ensures truth and justice. As the sentence quoted from Mahatma Gandhi earlier shows, some laws can be unjust. The legislature makes laws on the basis of the perception of the will of the people, but it is judiciary that interprets the law in the immediate context of specific experiences and redefines the umbilical relation between law and justice. Judicial scrutiny must constantly help legislature to review the laws wherever necessary and be ready to reenact. The judiciary in its role as interpreter remains within the purview of legislative intention, though it must surely exercise its powers of rectification wherever the law deviates from the just and the truthful. The executive also functions as an interpreter of the law, which it finally carries out through its machinery. Wherever these interpretations do not concur with accepted notions of justice, corrective mechanisms must intervene. The judiciary attains paramount importance as a corrective force that can scrutinize executive decisions against existing laws. These duties the judiciary performs with extreme caution, since a false step in negotiating the highly volatile fault lines of domination among the three pillars might weaken them and lead to the collapse of the democratic system itself. It is also important to maintain the independence of the judicial system from external forces, though it is by no means easy. The judicial system, as it operates within society, might be under social and cultural influences that pervade a particular time. Maintaining a critical distance from the prevailing discourses becomes an essential part of the independence that is inevitable for the strength of the system. These fairly well-known ideas are repeated here to fortify the new graduates who are decorated in this convocation against possible assaults on their integrity and resolve to serve the cause of truth and justice even as they propel themselves into a career in jurisprudence. You are the foremost cavalry in a legal army meant to fight for the helpless, downtrodden and exploited masses, enabling and empowering them by providing them with knowledge of their rights and helping them in their daily battles. Let me conclude by once again congratulating the new graduates who have been awarded the degrees of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, and also the faculty and administration of the university who have rendered their services in molding the future of legal prudence through their students. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Honorable Miss Justice Indra Banerjee graduated with History Honours from Presidency College and secured her LLB from College of Law, Calcutta University. She was enrolled as an advocate in July 1985 and practiced both in original and appellate sides of the Calcutta High Court in all branches of law except criminal law, with appearances in the Supreme Court of India, other courts and tribunals. In February 2002, she was appointed as a permanent judge of the Calcutta High Court. She was transferred to the Delhi High Court in August 2016 before being appointed as a Chief Justice of the Madras High Court in April 2017. Honorable Miss Justice Indra Banerjee was elevated as a judge of the Supreme Court of India in August 2018 and retired in September 2022. Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Miss Justice Indra Banerjee, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, may we have the honor to request you, ma'am, to deliver the convocation address.
The Honorable Chief Justice of Kerala High Court and Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Justice Mani Kumar, the Honorable Minister for Higher Education and Pro-Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Dr. R. Bindu, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Dr. K.C. Sani, esteemed members of the Executive Council, General Council, and Academic Council of the University, the Registrar of the University, the academician, members of the teaching faculty, and the non-teaching officers and employees of the University, distinguished guests on and off the dais, especially the esteemed former judge of the Supreme Court, Dr. Radhakrishnan, and the other distinguished guests. The scholars, graduates, and postgraduates who have been conferred degrees, their guardians, parents, and relatives, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor and a privilege to be here at the 16th Convocation of the National University of Advanced Legal Sciences and to address you on this momentous occasion. I thank the university authorities for giving me the opportunity to be in God's own country once again, and to share my thoughts with those of you who will shape the future of our country. I am delighted because I see amidst law graduates and law students the future of the Indian judiciary. The Convocation is an important milestone in the journey of life of the young graduates and the postgraduates who have been conferred their degrees. You have successfully completed your professional course and have stepped into a new phase in life, qualified to embark upon a career. For the institution, it is an event of immense relief, satisfaction, joy, and ecstasy in seeing the success of collective endeavor as students whose potential and faculties have been nurtured and developed by the institution move on successfully to the new phase of their lives. The performance of its students speaks volumes for the standard and quality of education imparted by an institution. The time has come to celebrate for the hard work that has led to this occasion. I congratulate you all, the graduates, the postgraduates, and the scholars who have just been conferred their degrees, their guardians, parents, relatives, and well-wishers, the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, the teachers, and all others associated with the university. I especially congratulate and felicitate those of you who have walked away with medals and awards, those of you who have achieved flying colors. A special mention of the proud mother who was here to collect 3 gold medals on behalf of her daughter pursuing higher studies in Cambridge. Those who have missed the medals and not been able to score very high marks should not be disappointed. You should make the endeavor. Let me tell you that the best lawyers in this country were not necessarily the best students of the university. In this context, I can't help but refer to the autobiography of William Douglas, known as in court years, the court years, where he refers to exchanges which took place between him and Frankfurter when there were lawyers who were not particularly successful, who were not arguing to the satisfaction of the judges, were found to be the toppers of top universities of the world. The young law graduates move on to the next phase of their lives with mixed feelings of joy of achievement and success, excitement of starting new innings in life, rosy dreams of the future, nervous anticipation, also the ordeal of uncertainty, apprehension of inability to fulfill expectations of elders, peers, and others, which could sometimes also be unreasonable and preposterous. The young graduates also move on, perhaps with a certain amount of sadness at the thought of leaving the law school and separation from friends. The relationships you build up at the law school with fellow students, teachers, and others are lifelong. The memories of about half a decade in the law school will live with you forever. Years later, when you are at the pinnacle of your career, you will fondly reminisce about the good old law school days and this convocation. Until a few decades ago, the state of legal education in India was to say the least abysmal. In the compilation Reflections on Legal and Judicial Education, Professor Dr. N.R. Madhav Menon quotes some of the scathing comments about legal education in India made in the report of the 14th Law Commission, headed by M.C. Setalwal. The law courses were part-time courses which were not taken seriously and not of much value, except to render those attending the courses eligible to practice law. Those who excelled in law did so because of their own effort and merit, and not because of what they were taught at the law college. Thankfully, Professor Dr. Madhav Menon, a distinguished son of this state, founder Vice-Chancellor of the National Law School, Bangalore, and the National University of Juridical Sciences, Kolkata, worthy recipient of the Padma Shri Award, posthumous recipient of the Padma Bhushan, was able to put legal education in this country at par with the highest international standards. Established as a university in 2005, National University of Advanced Legal Studies, referred to as NUALS, is one of the premier law institutions of our country, which offers a high standard of education. It is the first and the only national law university in the state of Kerala, subject to correction. Apart from well-equipped classrooms, Newell's has facilities for sports. There is a gymnasium with all necessary equipment, a very well-equipped library with over 1,300 books, and, of course, hostels for the students. Admissions to the Newells, as we all know, are made on the basis of the highly competitive common law admission test taken by thousands of aspirants from all over the country. Securing admission in Newell's Kochi is in itself an achievement, and the education imparted is of a high standard. I haven't the slightest doubt that the students of this institution, those of you who were conferred with degrees just now, will do very well in life. To quote Albert Einstein, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. In law schools like Newell's, students are trained to think and to reason. You develop a questioning mind, the inquisitiveness to acquire knowledge, the ability to critically analyze facts and the law, and find solutions to problems and answers to questions. These are all attributes which lead to professional success as a legal practitioner. As students of Newell's, you have been participating in moot courts, debates, seminars, and symposia. Moot courts give you the feel of court proceedings and make you confident. You get acquainted with court etiquette. You know that you have to be thoroughly prepared. You learn to marshal facts, prepare briefs, study the law, including judicial precedents, and also to make submissions within the limited time given to you. In his book, Paradoxes of Legal Studies, Cardozo wrote, "Learning is necessary, but paraphrasing is the springboard. Making short arguments within a limited time is the necessity of the day." You acquire the skill of time management and develop the practice of making short arguments to the point. This is absolutely necessary in an age of docket explosion and mounting arrears. You realize the importance of speed and learn to deal with the salient points raised by the opponent offhand without seeking time. With experience of moot courts, you do not get flustered by uncomfortable questions from the bench. You learn to tackle the questions confidently. The law school thereby prepares you for the legal profession. You have been fortunate to get the opportunity of good education in law in this premier institution. Please appreciate the contribution of your parents, who might have sacrificed their own comforts and convenience and even cut down essential expenses to give you such good education. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel, said Socrates. You may have completed a professional course of study, but the process of learning, which started long before you joined a law school or for that matter, even before you joined a play school, will continue for the rest of your lives. You have to read. There is no end to reading. The more you read, the more you learn. Learning is lifelong. You also learn from experience. As said by Albert Einstein, education is what remains after one has forgotten what has learnt at school. Casual reading and acquisition of information with a view to clear an examination is not real education. What is read for an examination is easily forgotten. A person can only be said to be truly educated when he or she develops a genuine love for learning, when he or she reads and learns out of interest and not with any specific intent. Good education builds up character, impacts behavior, and prepares you to deal with adversities in life with fortitude. The values we imbibe depend on the kind of education we get. In my view, education is incomplete and meaningless unless it is value-based. The promise that you had to make before you were given the degrees reflects the importance given by this institution to ethics and values. You were made to promise that you will faithfully and carefully fulfill the duties of the profession for which you have qualified yourselves, and that you will, on all occasions, maintain its purity and reputation, and that you will never deviate from the straight path of its honorable exercise by making your knowledge subservient to unworthy ends. This is something you should always keep in mind. Helen Keller had said, "The highest result of education is tolerance." To quote Robert Frost, education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or self-confidence. The law school has induced these qualities in you through instructions, through example, and through the regimentation of regular moot courts and other exercises, where your stamina, equilibrium, patience, and tolerance level have been put to test. You will realize the importance of these qualities more than ever once you join the legal profession as a lawyer, or if you become a judge, and I sincerely hope that many of you will. Felix Frankfurter had said, "In the last analysis, the law is what the lawyers are. And the law and the lawyers are what the law schools make them. Newell's has made you what you are today. Try to give some part of what you have got from this public law school by using your knowledge and skill for the benefit of society. We live in a society governed by the rule of law. Use your knowledge to uphold the rule of law and eliminate oppression. Contribute in whatever way you can to enhance access to justice. Spread legal awareness and sensitize people. Give legal advice and assistance to those in need of advice, and assistance, even if you have to do it pro bono. As aptly said by Wendell Willkie, the American lawyer and Republican nominee for president in 1940, education is the mother of leadership. The well-educated become good leaders. To quote Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Those of you who are graduating to the next phase of your life are sufficiently empowered to bring about a change. Wherever you are, whatever be your vocation, whether you choose to take up a corporate job or a government job, whether you become a judge or a professional lawyer or an academician, you can make the difference. You can contribute to the development of the country, protection of human rights, elimination of injustice, upliftment of the underprivileged, the welfare of the marginalized, and the differently abled. The examples were only illustrative. You can become instruments of social change. With will and determination, you can collectively make this world a better place for many. Today, there are wide options for law graduates, especially the ones from the better law schools. The Nuance offers job opportunities through campus recruitment. Many of you may opt for well-paid corporate jobs. Some of you may even have got offers for corporate jobs or jobs in reputed law firms. Some of you may take the civil services examination and join the bureaucracy. I am, however, confident that a good number of you will practice law and also become judges. And I was happy to be told, at least by one of the gold medal winners, that he would like to become a judge. One of the scholars awarded the PhD degree today is a judge from Tamil Nadu. So we have good examples before us. The legal profession may be fraught with uncertainties, but with dedication, discipline, and hard work, you are bound to succeed. You should have ambition, but at the same time not be over-ambitious. It is often said that law is a jealous mistress. To succeed as a lawyer and reach the top, you have to give all your time to the profession. There are no fixed working hours. There is no alternative to hard work. To be able to give all your time to the profession, you must learn to love the profession, be committed and dedicated to the profession. You must be able to give up other pursuits happily if you need to. When you get a brief, be fully prepared. Read the brief carefully in detail from the back sheet till the end, and find out the answer to every possible question that could arise. Make a list of dates with corresponding page numbers and have your written notes of arguments ready. so that you do not miss out anything in court. Look up the law, be ready with precedents, cite those judgments which are relevant and to the point. Be punctual in court, properly groomed and courteous. And once again I put emphasis on the lines from Paradoxes of Legal Service written by Cardozo. Learning is necessary, but paraphrasing is the springboard. This applies to the legal profession. This also applies to judging. Paraphrasing the salient points. Be respectful to the court, but you need not be subservient to the court. You must, however, always remember you are an officer of the court, even though you may have a duty to your client. Do not mislead the court. Have a professional approach. Be honest. Never lie before court, because by taking recourse to unfair practices, you earn a bad reputation very soon. And that can be harmful to the profession, to your professional career in the long run. The legal profession is not a bed of roses. In the initial stages, work may be hard to get and slow to pick up. There may be days when you may have no work. Use your time to study. Do not get deterred or frustrated. Take adverse situations in your stride and continue. In his book, Neither Roses Nor Thorns, Justice H.R. Khanna, who had been enrolled in 1934, wrote that his first 5 years were days of hard work. But till a particular month in 1939, there was not a single month when he earned in 3 figures. Those of us who have read the series written by Lord Denning find that even Lord Denning had to pretend to be busy working out on old worked out briefs to impress solicitors when he had no work. Here I would remind you of the words of wisdom of Winston Churchill. He said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue which counts." We all know that the judiciary is a very important pillar in the Indian political setup. We have adopted the principle of separation of powers. For a healthy democracy, it is imperative that we have a strong, robust judiciary. I am sure some of you will join judicial service and become judges. At the entry level, you will perhaps be junior civil judge or subdivisional judicial magistrate, and then work your way up to become a High Court judge or even a Supreme Court judge. You can practice for about 7 years and take the competitive test for direct recruitment of additional district judge. If you build up a good practice in the High Court, you may directly be appointed judge of the High Court. Direct appointment as judge of the Supreme Court is also possible. However, very few judges have so far been appointed to the Supreme Court directly. I appeal to you to apply for the judicial service in large numbers. I repeat that the judiciary is an important pillar of the Indian democracy. A strong judiciary is absolutely imperative for a healthy democracy. We in India have an idealistic, people-centric constitution. The objects and ideals of the Constitution are summarized in its preamble. The people of India resolved to constitute India into a sovereign democratic republic. Today, it is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. The Constitution promises to secure to all its citizens justice, political, social, and economic, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote amongst all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. The citizens are conferred with fundamental and other constitutional rights. We should also remember the fundamental duties which have been incorporated into the Constitution by amendment. Though they may not be specifically enforceable, they may be used to interpret other laws, service rules, and the like. Some of the fundamental rights are available to citizens, others are available to non-citizens. How well the Constitution works would depend on the people responsible for its operation. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, referred to as the father of the Indian Constitution, had remarked, however good a constitution may be, if the people implementing it are not good, it will prove to be bad. However bad a constitution may be, if those implementing it are good, it will prove to be good. The judiciary is referred to as the guardian of the Constitution. When rights are infringed, whether constitutional, statutory, contractual, or equitable, and justice is denied, the judiciary steps in to adjudicate and grant relief. To secure rights and uphold constitutional values and principles, it is imperative that we have a strong, robust judiciary that imbibes constitutionalism and zealously upholds constitutional values. All judges, whether of the Supreme Court or District Court, interpret the law and adjudicate. The difference is in the jurisdiction that is exercised and the position in the judicial hierarchy. The basic attributes of any judge are absolute independence, integrity beyond any iota of doubt, unflinching impartiality, intelligence, erudition, dedication, and the inclination and capacity to do hard work. It may seem that the life of a judge is very easy, but just as the legal profession is a full-time profession, being a judge, judgeship, is also a full-time occupation. Much contrary to what people believe, the real work of a judge starts after court hours. There are orders to sign, there are judgments to dictate and prepare. And today, the judges also have a lot of administrative duties and functions. Unlike lawyers, even the junior-most judges have financial security. However, the life of a judge is a life of sacrifice, and you should be prepared to willingly make this sacrifice to give to the society back something of what you have got from this society. You have to be prepared not to mingle freely with lawyers who appear in your court regularly, or clients who may have cases in your court, or even courts of your colleagues. This is because of the well-established principle that justice should not only be done, it should manifestly be seen to have been done. If you are found mingling too much with lawyers who regularly appear in your court, or with litigants who may have cases in the court, though not in your own court, if you take favors from people, this may give the impression that the judge is not strictly partial. When a discretionary order very genuinely goes against or in favor of a party, many questions are asked, doubts are raised. Join the judiciary in public interest, render expeditious justice. Today we have docket explosion, we have mounting arrears, contribute to the system. After much sermonizing, sanctimonious sermonizing, I would say, I would end with good wishes as expressed in the beautiful, timeless lyrics from Forever Young by Bob Dylan. May God bless you and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. And may you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the lights surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. And may you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. And may you stay forever young. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam. We request the Honorable Chancellor to dissolve the convocation.
I now dissolve the convocation.